Hello crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to increase single crochet and decrease with a single crochet. I'm using blanket yarn. This is Bernat blanket yarn. I choose to use blanket yarn instead of the worsted weight, which is what you see in a lot of tutorials, simply because that's how I make all of my amigurumi plushie patterns and how I design all of my plushie patterns. So I've got a swatch here ready for us to go. If you haven't watched my how to chain and do a single crochet, go check out the last video that comes before this one. Okay, so holding your yarn and your hook with your fingers and your thumbs, like we talked about in the last video, you're essentially going to crochet 2 times in the same stitch. Okay, a single crochet increase is adding 1 single crochet in the same stitch. So let's go ahead and insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, single crochet, and in that same stitch, insert, repeat. So now it looks a little bulky because it is. Okay, now let's do maybe a few single crochets. And then let's increase again. And I'm going to show you what it's going to do to the seemingly perfectly rectangular swatch. Okay, we're going to insert on this stitch and increase. Same stitch, increase. Okay, let's do 2 singles. Single again in the next stitch. And then in the last stitch, again, I like to hold with my thumb, especially at the end of rows, just because it gets a little flimsy, and my back finger here holding. We're going to insert. Insert again in the same stitch, grab that yarn and pull through. Now, what it's going to do, it's going to create kind of a fan effect. It's going to increase the overall width. You just added 3 new stitches to this row, and so you're increasing the size of the swatch. Now, if you wanted to decrease is a little trickier. It's where you essentially grab 2 stitches in 1 single crochet. Now, in order to do that, you need to understand that there is a front loop and a back loop. To do a very seamless decrease where you won't be able to see it within a pattern, we're going to be grabbing the front loops. Here's a front loop. Typically, we go all the way through. If we're just single crocheting or any other stitch, we go all the way through. But we're going to be grabbing the front loop only. I'm going to stay up here so you can see. Okay, just that first one. Now we're not going to yarn over yet. Hold it with your thumb and use this thumb, or this is not a thumb, this is a pointer finger, and this is a thumb, and hold that stitch on there, and we're going to go into the next row front loop. You might have to use this pointer finger to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle in there. Wiggle, got it. And you'll have 3 on your hook. Grab that working yarn. Okay, now you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through 2 loops. Use that thumb, grab it. Okay, and you're going to yarn over again and pull through. Okay, let's try that one more time. Going to insert, and then we're going to insert again. If you're struggling to grab, notice how my yarn hook is facing up, but then I turn it just a little bit. And as soon as I'm through, boom, we're back up facing the top. You've got 3 on your hook. Grab your yarn, holding with your thumb. Let your fingers do a lot of the work. Yarn over, turning that hook, pull through. Notice I did a little wiggle action on that one. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. And that's a decrease. So increase and decrease is very common in amigurumi or any plushie patterns. So this is very useful to know and understand.